In this video, we spoke with Andreas, a Learjet 45 pilot. We took a walk around the airplane as well as a look inside the cockpit and cabin. So without further ado, let's take an inside look at one of the most popular business jets in the world.
So we fly a Lear 45. It's actually an old FedEx corporate plane. Sometimes you can see it on the paint job. It's a beautiful plane. It's an 8-seater legally. It's one extra seat in the lab. Performs really well. Can get into short fields. We take her down usually. We do about 340 before we start looking for our alternates and stuff as far as time-wise. Ceilings on that's 51. But normally you cruise in 41 to 45 is normally the cruise range we like to do on that. Right now we have about 3 owners on the aircraft. So it's mainly Part 91 stuff, and we do charter in between that to help out with revenue. And every now and then we'll do some medevac stuff, moving organs and things like that around the area. Oh man, yeah, just probably the main like everybody else, just a kid, lived by an airport and love to travel, always like to see the planes flying over us, try to guess the aircraft or the airline by the sound of the engines for some reason. And you know, a great buddy of mine, Jose, he became a pilot and was in training, and I had to go visit him, and yeah, it's an addiction, it's a thrill. Here we got our Lear 45. General aircraft, just like many of them, got your pitot tubes. You have your stall vanes here. They'll give you shakers if you get to a stall. Your radar system's in the front of on the nose of the aircraft. Normally during the winter operations, when we land, you usually see a nice cone of ice built up here. As you can see here, you can see some of the paint job coming through from the old FedEx bird. Oxygen systems here. You can get to check them out. Usually check them before the flight. Make sure you're full before you head out. Got your Rosemont pitot tube there, regular pitot tube, and your standby there in case you ever get clogged up and hit a bird on the way in. Right here we got an emergency, not the emergency, we have a ice light. So if you're ever coming in, you need to see if there's ice or you can't see out there, you turn on the light, it shines on the wing, and it'll be able to help you out. The engines are TFEs 431s. These have the BR engines on them. Originally they came with the AR engines. It's an upgrade for these aircrafts. As many of y'all may know, Learjet's kind of stopping production on these aircraft, so eventually there'll be dynos on these. Besides that, we have some winglets, helps with altitude and performance and fuel range on the aircraft. Beautiful swept back wing, tricycle gear, normal braking, hydraulic braking. Good speed on these. Then what else we got? We got a battery compartment back here, fuel compartment there if you need to check your fuel, if you want to bring it up by pressure or by gallons, however you like. Single point fuel in here, and we'll go to the other side if you like. Also on here, we have 2 emergency exits on the aircraft. We have one over the wing. It's actually not over the wing because it sits in front of it. So if you ever have to have an emergency escape out of here, you have to make sure you step back so you don't fall through. Here we have a baggage compartment. It's a pretty big size baggage. I'll pop it open if you like. Pretty big. We fit about 500 pounds of baggage here. You could think of anything from golf clubs to moving cargo, moving your own luggage, and just whatever you can fit. We can fit beer in there if you like, whatever you like. All right, so in here we have 8 captain chairs and 1 legal seat in the lab. The lab actually has a seat belt. You got 4 forward facing, 4 rear facing. Depending on how you like to sit, where you want to sit, there's plenty of space. We got different compartment trays, tray tables, seat controls, light controls for spotlights. Pretty good size. If you're tall, you usually have to hunch over to get in through here. Nice baggage compartment in the inside if you need anything. All your life vests are all in the seats and in the back. The emergency exit that we were talking about on the outside, you can see it here with the handles and your main entry door that we have up front. So up front you have your 2 seats for your captain and your co-pilot or co-captain. That's how we fly it. All your controls here, you talk about batteries, NI system here, your gears, your lights, your throttles, your spoilers, your flaps. On this aircraft, we only have 1 FMS. Mainly the aircrafts have 2 FMS. This one's a Lear 45, so we have an APU. The difference on the 40 to the 45 is actually the APU system. Your engine controls here to start them. Check the engine computers, engine sinks, or whatnot. Fire extinguishers for the engines. Double yoke on here. Here you have your standby instruments in case you were ever to lose power on your Honeywell screens, which is what we have. And then your two RMUs, so your radio controls and nav sources that we have up front. Circuit breakers. A pretty comfy aircraft. Anything more than 8 hours a day, you start, your butt starts getting numb. But besides that, you got your oxygen mask on the side, and yeah, it's a pretty great aircraft, nice and clean, pretty simple. The 75 is a little nicer because you have all the Garmin setup and all the new visual displays and whatnot. But beautiful aircraft, great to fly and fun.
Cabin altitude.
Turn brakes on. Turn on the master here. Check the fire on it.
Left engine fire. Right engine fire.
Usually when you do your APU start, you want to hear for the
Left
horn
engine
in the back.
fire. Right engine fire.
There it is. And we'll start her up. You got good volts. 24 is usually what we have before you crank them up. Now we're just waiting for it to cycle. It's going to do its test. Once it gets go green, we can flip on the APU. And we'll turn all the screens on. Got one green there. Green should pop up. There it is. Awesome. And we'll turn everything on. Turn the pack. And we'll turn it on. We'll go through all this tests, make sure everything's good, and you're pretty much ready to start setting up the aircraft with altitudes and whatever you get for your clearance. Set up your FMS box for your flight plan.
Just like that, this video is over, and if you did like it, then let me know by hitting that like button down below. If you really enjoy the content that I'm putting out on this channel, consider clicking that subscribe button and hitting that post notification bell so you never miss another one of my videos. As always, I want you to stay current, stay proficient, and keep the blue side up. Fly safe, everybody, and we will see you next week. Take care.